My name is James. Welcome to the channel. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're taking the time of a day to review my content. You know, I've been working for almost 15 to 20 years, and you come across every walks of life, every people, right? You meet the most dangerous of people that want to just walk over you and reach to the top. You meet the most caring people that care about you and want things to be well for you and for them. And sometimes you just watch and you will see that person doing the best they can, sucking up to hiring managers, sucking up to their managers just to get the promotion. Time for promotion time, that manager kind of like drag their feet, and HR drag their feet when you're trying to get the best compensation as possible, the best money as possible, or wages as possible. They kind of like throw you a curveball, like, hey, we want to do this, you want to do that, you want to do this. They already got you in the company. So you'll try to build some kind of leverage. Like, I'm the only one that can do this. I've been doing it for years. But it will always try to lowball you. And you will see this person been working for years, you know? And that is what it's like in the corporate world. For example, I watch people work so hard. They will work so hard. And at the end of the day, to get that pay bump, the company will going to screw them over. Give them less than they require. Or kind of give them something that will, hey, I will give you stock if you stay here for 4 more years. It's not guaranteed, right? Especially right now when tariff is up and down, and the president of the United States, Donald Trump, is like he just want to get in a tariff war with every country, and now everything is down. Even the 401ks are down. It's not a guaranteed thing when it comes to stock. So you're like, hey, I want my money, right? But companies were like, no, we'll give you this kind of benefit just to kind of compensate for that wages that you want, which is very heartbreaking. And you will lose friends, you will lose colleagues that you trust, that you love working with. It's very unfortunate. Even hiring manager, I never understand why hiring managers are so stingy when it comes to like giving that person the money, right? Maybe, I guess, the less money they offer the person, the more they look good in the manager's eye, or they look good in front of their bosses. The more the low ball the employee, the better they feel about themselves. It's very unfortunate. It's very taxes in a way, right? So it's just kind of unfortunate that it feel like you're not the owner of the company, right? All you gotta do is approve something and let it be, right? Yeah, you will try to do this, you try to do that, but this person been working for years. This person been on top of their game, always making improvement, process improvement, always making things right. And at the time, you just like lowball them out of nowhere, right? And you, the other employees, sit back and look at how everything's going. You wouldn't want to be loyal to that company. You don't want to be loyal to that manager, right? And also managers as well. Some managers, they feel like they don't want you to make more money than them. They feel like if you are higher up and you're making closer money to them, they feel like they have to push you down. It's very toxic. Those kind of managers are very, very toxic. They'll come off as being like pro-employee, right? They'll want to be like, hey, I'm working for you. But at the back, they're kind of like screwing you over, trying to make themselves look better. Even though you, the employee, you're doing the best you can, making them, the manager, even better. You're making them look good in front of their manager. They will not consider that. They were like, hey, this guy have to make less than me. You know, he got to make less than me. They don't want you to make close to them. Some managers, they don't make close to them. They don't want you to do that. It's very unfortunate sometimes. It's very heartbreaking, you know. So I was on LinkedIn and I came across this video. The video talking about how you should be for yourself and not for companies that much. You should be always trying to advance your own career. You should be a free agent in a way. And those kind of messages really impact one's life, right? Because you're like, man, I want to stay here, but I have to play a certain rules. I don't want to be part of certain rules. I want to just go to work, leave work, and go home. I want to provide for my family and then go home. I don't want to be all in the midst of stuff. I don't want to be playing all kinds of games. But sometimes you have no choice. You have to play these games. You have no choice. So let's watch this video and see what the leader is talking about. It's very profound.
Let's go. You might want to bookmark this. Truth number 1, performance doesn't get you promoted. Visibility does. If the right people don't know your name, your hard work means nothing.
That's right. 100% right. You can be doing the best you can. You can be doing all kinds of things. You can be trying to do, oh my God, you can be on top of things. You can be willing to do even more. You can want to stay late. You want to come early. If nobody is looking at you, if the person that in charge and trying to promote you is not even looking at you, all your stuff is vain. And also, even the person is looking at you and they're seeing all the work you do, It's not even guaranteed. If they want to promote you and you come in and you put your stuff in to get promoted, they might even lowball you. So it's like you're constant fighting. Even though you're looking at your progress, you're looking at what you're doing, they still want to lowball you. They will still try to screw you in a certain way, right? Maybe they'll give you $1, maybe $5, maybe $10,000. If your salary, maybe more, But they not want to give you what you want. They also want to give you less than what you want. So most of the time, you have to even request even higher. And even request higher, they might come with something very ridiculous. And you'll be like, what can I do with this? I can't even sustain a rent. I keep going.
Your job is replaceable. You are not. Build your personal brand, because when a company cuts you loose, that's all you have. Truth number 3, loyalty won't pay your bills. Job hoppers get 30 to 50% salary bumps. Staying put, 3% raise, and a pat on the back. Truth number 4, office politics aren't optional. Hate them all you want, but they will decide your future. Play smart or get played. Truth number 5, your manager is not your mentor. They're focused on their own promotion, not yours. Advocate for yourself. Here's the thing, I'm not saying this to make you cynical. I'm saying this to make you strategic. The people who get this win. And if you're nodding along, feeling the sting of the truth, good. That means you're ready to take control.
That is it, right? So you don't want to play by the corporate rule. You don't want to do this. You just want to come and go to work, but you have to do that. You have to do that if you want to sustain yourself and your livelihood. If you want to provide for your family, you have to do that. You don't want to jump ship every 2 to 5 years. You don't want to do that. You don't want to go to a different company over and over again. Even though a recruiter will say, hey, it doesn't look good. Even manager, executive will say, it doesn't look good on your resume. But what's the option? What's the best option you give us? Right? What is the best option? I stay, I get screwed. I stay, I get screwed. I work on all kinds of projects. I submit it to you. Maybe you might feel sorry for me. I gotta kiss so much butt to get that promotion. When I get the promotion now, turn out the sound document. You didn't slide in a low ball offer, right? Then when I'm trying to fight for myself, you go round and round and round. You extend my promotion. You take months, take years. So it's like a fight. But if you want me to do something, I'm on top. I'm always on top of it. I'm always trying to make sure things are good. But to get that promotion, it's like I have to fight for it. I have to fight for that promotion. So the only option is jump ship. Jump ship, work on yourself, like the lady said. Work on yourself and don't care about what they might say. They try to leave the company amicably. Try to leave the company very gracefully and make sure there's no problem there, if possible. People that you work with, that you love, that care about you, and that would love to see you, to work with you again. Get that number down, put them on references. You can contact them in the future for another job or something like that, and that is it. It's unfortunate that the organization kind of like force you in this position, and you have to fight in this position. You can just lay it back and say, I don't want to do it. The only way you can lay it back, if only you're making good money, you content. You're like, what? Let me just be here, do this little bit of work. I'm satisfied with the money I'm making. Life is good. That's it. But if you're trying to make more money, if you're trying to advance in the future, if you're trying to do more, you just have to fight. You just have to fight to win. And if you can't win, jump ship. What is your option? You got to jump ship. They will say gain more leverage. But if you gain more leverage, you have to fight more. If you gain even more leverage, they'll kind of lowball you. And if you keep fighting, people kind of look at you as like, hey, maybe you're not a team player. They try to replace you in a way. It's unfortunate. And some friends, you just look at them and be like, man, this guy been giving your whole life to this company. And you just kind of scream over like this. Morally, it's horrible. But I guess in the corporate world, right, anything goes. If you like the content, subscribe to the channel. Let's keep this going.